dogs, it's Miss Sorensen here with another PE lesson. For our lesson today, we are going to be working on body control. So what that means is, can I control my body in the space that I have and in a safe way? I have a lot of space. Not everyone is going to have a lot of space, and that's okay. For today, you're going to need a couple different objects. I have a bunch of bean bags. If you don't have bean bags, you could use socks rolled up. You could use stuffed animals. You could use just toys that are around the house. That is okay. What I want you to do is take some of those objects and I want you to just spread them out in a space you have. So I just took a handful of bean bags and I'm just going to spread them out in my space. After all my objects are spread out, I'm going to just walk around my space, not touching any of the objects. Watch me, then I want you to try. Next, I want to see if you can jog, which means a faster walk. Still, don't touch any of the objects. Watch me, then you do it. Next, I want to see if you can gallop. Watch me. A gallop means one foot is going to always stay in front. So if I'm to gallop, I have 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, and I'm just going to gallop, gallop, gallop. See if you can gallop around all your objects without touching them. Next, I want to see if you can leap over the objects. Leap means I'm going to go from 1 foot to the other foot. Watch this. See if you can leap without touching any. All right, let's try jumping. Jumping means I'm going to go from 2 feet to 2 feet. Leaping is 1 foot to the other foot. Jumping is 2 feet to 2 feet. Watch this. Now we are going to make sure our space is all cleaned up. Any objects that you spread out, it's time to now pick up, and you're going to want one soft object, maybe something like a bean bag or something like a sock, but you don't want it to be hard because we're going to kind of roll over the top of it. So I'm going to clean up my space just like you are, and then you need one soft object. All right, my space is all cleaned up and I have one bean bag. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to practice a log roll. If you think about what a log looks like, a log is usually a piece of wood that is kind of big and it just rolls. We're going to pretend that we are a log and we're going to put our beanbag or our object on the ground and we're going to lay down like a log and we're going to roll over it and back. And over it, and back. Now we're going to pretend to be a frog, and we're going to jump over and back over our object. Just like this. Squat down like a frog, jump forward, and back, and forward, and back, and forward, and back. And now we're going to see if we can do it side to side. Ready? Frog jump, over, over. Keep practicing. All right, next, we're going to put the beanbag on the ground and we're gonna try and pick it up with our feet. We're gonna pick it up with our feet, put it in our hand, put it in our hand, put it in our feet, and back on the ground, just like this. Pick it up with your feet, put it in your hand, goes back to your feet, down on the ground, pick it up, put it in your hand, hand to your feet, on the ground. See if you can keep trying this. Lastly, we're gonna see if we can balance our object. You can try and balance it in a lot of different ways. You might just balance it on your head and see for how long you can have it sit there. Maybe balance it on your shoulder or on your leg with one foot. Maybe you want to try and balance it on your head and walk around. Maybe you want to balance it on the top of your foot and see if you can hop and keep it on your foot. If it falls off, just try again. Put it somewhere else and see if you can balance your object.